Today, we explore the life, leadership, and impact of Pope Francis, spiritual leader, reformer, and global voice of conscience. From the streets of Buenos Aires to the Vatican, his journey is as complex as it is inspiring. Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio on December 17, 1936, in Buenos Aires, he was the eldest of 5 children in a working-class family. He studied chemistry and worked in a food lab before joining the Jesuits. A near-death experience in his early 20s, losing part of his lung, sparked a deeper spiritual transformation. At age 32, he became the provincial of the Jesuits in Argentina during the Dirty War, navigating moral challenges under a military dictatorship. From 1998 to 2013, he served as Archbishop of Buenos Aires, known for his simple lifestyle and devotion to the poor. He was made cardinal in 2001 by Pope John Paul II. In 2013, after the resignation of Benedict XVI, Bergoglio was elected pope, the first from Latin America and the first Jesuit. Pope Francis brought an unprecedented style to the papacy, declining the papal apartment, riding in modest cars, and choosing simpler vestments. He focused on mercy, humility, and global outreach. His papacy emphasized climate change, economic inequality, and compassion for refugees. He also reached out to Muslims, Jews, atheists, and LGBTQ+ communities, breaking new ground in interfaith and social dialogue. Despite his popularity, Francis faced criticism, especially from conservative factions within the Church. His apostolic letter, Amoris Laetitia, stirred debate on divorce and communion. His stance on LGBTQ+ blessings and his handling of abuse scandals also drew both praise and scrutiny. Yet, his commitment to transparency and reform remained steadfast. In his final years, Pope Francis dealt with significant health issues, including bronchitis and partial lung loss. Still, he remained active, appearing in a wheelchair at major events. On April 21, 2025, Easter Monday, he passed away at 88. His final act of public blessing, Urbi et Orbi, was given just a day before. Pope Francis reshaped the modern papacy. He showed that leadership rooted in compassion, humility, and global responsibility can transcend boundaries. He brought the Church closer to the people and reminded the world that faith without action is hollow. Pope Francis' influence extended beyond the Catholic Church. He was a vocal advocate for social justice, often speaking out against economic inequality and environmental degradation. His encyclicals, such as Laudato Si', called for urgent action on climate change and care for our common home. His teachings emphasized the interconnectedness of all life and the moral imperative to protect the planet for future generations. In addition to his environmental advocacy, Pope Francis was a strong proponent of interfaith dialogue. He believed that understanding and cooperation between different religious traditions were essential for global peace. He made historic visits to Muslim-majority countries and engaged in meaningful conversations with leaders of various faiths. His efforts to bridge religious divides earned him respect and admiration from people of all backgrounds. Through these actions, Pope Francis demonstrated that unity and compassion could overcome the barriers of religion and culture, fostering a more harmonious world. Pope Francis also focused on the importance of family and community. He often spoke about the value of strong family bonds and the role of families in nurturing faith and values. His apostolic exhortation, Amoris Laetitia, offered guidance on love, marriage, and family life, addressing contemporary challenges faced by families around the world. He encouraged families to be places of love, forgiveness, and support. Through his teachings, Pope Francis underscored that the foundation of a compassionate and just society begins at home, emphasizing that every family has the power to make the world a better place. Throughout his papacy, Pope Francis remained committed to the marginalized and the poor. He frequently visited impoverished communities, offering words of hope and solidarity. He called on the global community to address the root causes of poverty and to work towards a more just and equitable world. His actions and words inspired many to take up the cause of social justice and to advocate for the rights of the vulnerable. Pope Francis often emphasized the need to reach out to those on the peripheries of society, urging the faithful to be instruments of compassion and change. His dedication to the marginalized was not just limited to words. He led by example, living a life of humility and service. His visits to slums, refugee camps, and shelters for the homeless highlighted his unwavering commitment to those often forgotten by society. By focusing on the dignity of every human being, Pope Francis reminded the world that true greatness lies in serving others. His legacy of advocating for the marginalized continues to inspire individuals and communities to take action, fostering a spirit of empathy and solidarity that transcends borders and differences. As we reflect on Pope Francis's profound impact, let us remember his call to stand with the marginalized and to work tirelessly for a world where justice and compassion prevail. Pope Francis's legacy is one of compassion, humility, and a deep commitment to social and environmental justice. One of his most influential contributions is his encyclical Laudato Si, which calls for urgent action on climate change and environmental degradation. In this groundbreaking document, Pope Francis emphasizes the interconnectedness of all creation and the need to care for our common home. He challenges both individuals and nations to rethink their consumption patterns, to prioritize sustainability, and to respect the delicate balance of nature. His teachings continue to inspire millions around the world to live out their faith through action. By addressing environmental issues alongside social justice, Pope Francis highlights the moral imperative to protect the planet for future generations. As we reflect on his life and contributions, we are reminded of the power of leadership rooted in love and service. His example challenges us to build a more inclusive and compassionate world where the well-being of all creation is honored and preserved. If this tribute moved you, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more spiritual deep dives into the lives of transformative world figures.